We're here. Hi, everyone. Hello. Anne's still here, so which means she didn't disapprove of that intro. So thank you for that.
No, thank you.
We are here.
Shannon feels really left out, though.
Oh, I was going to say, I felt left out until the record scratching and the Britain came in. And I was like, oh, okay.
There we go. So here we are for the 30-hour worldwide Storytellers Half Writeathon.
That's not what we're doing, Richard.
Oh, I'm doing a bit of everything. We are here to allegedly get words done. So we'll see how that works out for the next couple of hours. I have some very lovely co-hosts who have agreed/bullied their way onto this stream.
What?
No.
So we shall go around in a clockwise fashion. For the young people in the audience, that means we're going to go round that way because some young people might not know what an analog clock looks like. Bloody kids today. I should introduce myself first because it is my stream. Because if I can't promote myself, then what the hell am I doing here? I'm Richard. I'm the author of this book, which you should all go and buy now. Oh look. Anne's got one of my books, not the current one, but one of them nonetheless. Oh, no, she's dropped something else now. Oh, my word, it's all going horribly wrong. Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
See?
Shannon's lovely. Everyone is lovely. Oh, look, Shannon's got both of them. Hint, hint.
Well, Shannon wins.
Yeah, Shannon wins. I'm the author of this. If you want to go and buy this, the link should be in the description, possibly. I may have forgotten to do that, which is not very like me. But yeah, we're here for this wonderful event. I'm now going to take a breath.
Good job.
Don't know how you do this, Anne. Right, what are we doing now? We're going to let Shannon talk about herself for a brief moment. Shannon, if you'd like to talk about yourself and what you do.
Sure. Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon. I write under the pen name of SC Houston, and I have a channel under the name of SC Houston, a YouTube channel, where I publish content about writing and my self-publishing journey, although those are fewer as they come out, although I did have one just come out the other day. And then mostly I do a ton of writing sprints because I'm trying to work more writing time into my schedule this year from last year. I am 1/3 of the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast with Ben Pick from Running to Write and Morgan Lee, where we interview authors and also talk to people in the industry about self-publishing books, writing books, and marketing books. And Richard was actually one of our guests. I think you were our second guest ever on the show.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. It was a little over a year ago that we started. We're in our we just finished up our second season. We're in an off season, and we'll be starting back again in July with our third season. And then I am one half of the AuthorTube Writing Conference duo with Margaret Pinard. And on Monday, we will be having a live where we are going to be unveiling the entire schedule for the AWC. That's the AuthorTube Writing Conference happening June 23rd through the 25th. That's Monday at 2 p.m. my time Central, so 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm not good at, whenever I try to convert stuff, I
always 11 a.m. CT and 10 a.m.
What I'd say is just let people convert it themselves.
You keep crying if I don't put your times on my thumbnails.
Yeah, I was very upset with you earlier, but I've gotten over it.
So we're looking forward to that. We'll be talking about a couple other things. We also had a few organizations agreed to give giveaway prizes. So we're excited to share those with you guys. So.
Juicy. We're looking forward to seeing that. And what are you going to be working on today, Shannon?
A Curse of Scales and Feathers is the first book in my next series. It is going to editors on Friday next week.
No pressure, then we've got to get it done.
Yeah, I'll get it done. It's almost done now with a revision. So.
Excellent. Well done. And you want to talk about yourself briefly? No, okay, fine. Oh, and Shannon's gone then. We do have another co-host coming along, but I think there's been a time jump. He'll be along at some point. He'll be a mystery co-host. Though if you read
He's on the thumbnail.
You know who he is. Sorry?
He's on the thumbnail. He's not that big of a mystery. Right?
Well, why did you ruin everything?
Oh, God.
Let's go and see. We have lots of wonderful people. Well, I say wonderful people. I haven't checked who's in the chat yet, so they may or may not be wonderful.
Rude.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's start off by just having a quick look and see who's here. We got Mercer Toogood, who's going to be reading and writing this stream.
Fun.
that is the aim of the game. We have the lovely Stephanie Whitson. She's been having some food and actual water while she waits for this one to start. I'm hoping she is hydrated by now. We have dreamingtruth.author, whose real name I keep forgetting because I don't expect me to keep up with that. I'm here.
Who would have guessed? Wow.
Oh, Felicia. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's her name. Felicia.
Felicia. That sounds like something you go to the doctor about. Hello, doctor. I've got a bad case of Felicia. Can you help me?
That is so mean. You can't say that.
Richard, be nice. She's an awesome person.
Yeah.
She's lovely. We see her in a lot of the chats, so we thank her for being here, and she can tell me off later. We have Lee Calderfield writes, helloing.
Lily.
Okay, that's another one. Okay, thank you. We got SES Dean, who's saying hi. Very nice. By the way, if I butcher your name, that's tough.
It's intentional because he hates you.
Exactly. Just deal with it in your own way. Pages and Paladins, hello. Okay, and if you know who they are, give them a warmer greeting than I may be giving them.
I think any greeting is warmer than you greeting, but...
Dilara, not even going to attempt that last name. Thank you for joining us. It's very nice to have you here. Dearie me, the Riddle Man's here.
I've been trying to pull up answers.
Thanks, Michael, for coming in. It's good to see you.
It's not.
What?
I don't know if something's going on with your file. I bought removable echo a while ago, but for some reason it's not pulling it up. It says it's an issue. So I tried on my other phone, and it also says it's an issue. So I'm like,
okay. The book is corrupted.
You're corrupted. Thank you. I will have to look at that and just.
It could possibly be just my Wi-Fi too, but it's the only thing I've had issues with today so far. And again, it could be my Wi-Fi though. It's having issues opening it.
I'm going to continue saying hello to people. Caitlin, Randy Harris, lovely hello. Emmy, hello again. Celeste Joan. Oh, it's the co-host. Oh, I should be nice to her, shouldn't I?
Not a co-host. Celeste does most of the stuff always, and then she's like, "Oh, I didn't even do that much." So Celeste is the real master.
We're here. That's the main thing.
Jessica
Barry's here. Hello. Morgan Lee. Hi, Morgan. Nice to you're another fraction of one of the things that Shannon does.
Yes, the self-publishing tips and tricks podcast. Oh, I forgot to say.
Thanks, Kelly. It's very funny.
Hi, Phoebe.
I think she was talking about the thumbnail. Yeah, I make all the rules. And Phoebe Wood writes, hello. Victoria, hello. And me again.
Oh, damn it. Why do you keep popping up?
Laura Nettles is here. Hello. Yo ho ho. Is she calling me a pirate?
Possibly.
Could be a lot worse. And Cool Gamer's here. We like Cool Gamer. Go boo yourself.
I forgot to mention I'm also part of a Writeathon today that was created with myself and a few other members that we've gotten together as a YouTube mastermind group. Yes, it's going on. Say again.
That was called the Pass the Pen Writing Relay.
Yeah, and it's going on right now over on Emma's channel, and I'll be going over to Easy Graphics channel after that, and then I'm in the afternoon, my time.
We do like Emma. She's a good egg,
yes.
Emma.
Yes.
Michael says yeehaw. Yeehaw! Oh,
don't encourage him.
No, he'll start setting riddles instead. Grayson's here. Hello. Welcome. Nice to see you.
You better put him in timeout if he puts riddles. Jesus.
You better believe I will. It's very rude. Betrayal. Well, I did promise Anne last night there was going to be a special surprise.
He wouldn't tell me what it was. I begged.
Well, no, because it was a surprise. That's how surprises work. Mickey's here. Hello. And a bully, never. I know. Imagine my shock.
I'm such a nice person.
For the young people. I'm not sure whether this is a compliment or a backhanded compliment.
Make it what you want it to be.
There we go. Thank you, Michael. It's always good. As a young person, trademark. I do know what a clockwise and counterclockwise is. Can I read a clock? No. It is a lost art reading an analog clock.
We did. I did a whole intro work, Kelly, only to never do intros.
My clock has different bird calls for each hour. I tell the time by the bird. What she's saying is the bird is the word. It's some actual water. She's been drinking coffee all night. I actually don't like coffee. Imagine that.
I mean, you are English. Wouldn't you have tea?
I don't really drink hot drinks at all.
What gives you confidence?
Because I didn't acknowledge America in the intro, I do drink Coke and Pepsi. So that is my channeling the American aspect. Jess, hi Jess. She's at work but watching an This is clearly more important. So work can get in the bin. Also, working on a Saturday, boo. No one likes that.
And she is co-founder of the
she's going to tell me off then.
the Storytellers Hearth, and they just open applications for anyone who wants to be a host for it. So,
and if anyone calls it the Worldwide Writeathon from now on, you do get slapped with a fish.
Oh, jeez.
A fresh fish?
Well, it depends how naughty you've been. Instady, hello, real MVP. Yep, she puts that whole thing together, and it is quite a thing. Which technically, this is a rip-off of, isn't it?
I just want to hang out with my friends and pretend I'm productive.
Exactly. That is what we're all for. Laura already saying a sprint. Listen
We're only 12 minutes in.
We will be doing a sprint in the next few seconds, so you calm yourself down.
And
is that a promise? You're like Michael levels 7, back in the comments.
6, 5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna have to mute Shannon if she keeps carrying down. Resting for stream too. Thanks, Jesse. It's nice to see you. I can't really keep up with all this lot. You just got permission from me. Is it going to be a trout or a kipper? Right. Also, there is a spreadsheet. So if you are writing, make sure you log your words on the spreadsheet, because if you don't, they never existed.
That is correct. It is in the description. And we had 20,000 words already. So, I'd say we're killing this.
Holy mackerel. There's a hint for you there, Jess. Use mackerel. We have written 20,000 words. So, not being funny, but I think for my sprint, we need to go above 20,680 words.
You're not going to beat my sprint. I'm going to have the best.
Yeah, and I'm revising, so I don't have a lot of words I'm adding. So, I'm sorry. I won't be able to help.
Count words that you're reading then, Shannon.
Don't cheat this, Richard.
I am determined to best that figure, because the only reason I'm really here is because Martin said I wouldn't say yes to this. Then I did.
Yeah, you love your spite.
Yeah, it is what powers me through the day. All right then. Well, if we want to beat that record, come on, folks. Let's all beat stream number 1.
You're not going to beat our stream.
Possibly not. I'm going to start managing expectations now.
I think it's a good.
Hang on.
Phoebe is stream number 4, and fellow Brit. So maybe the two of you together can beat stream number 1.
Does this help?
It does not help, because we're not writing Richard. It's actually counterproductive. You wasting time waving your flags.
Right. Shush. Right. Oh God. Oh. We're going to be using my timer, which is, funnily enough, themed around my book.
Oh, wow. Who would have guessed?
See, and this is what you call self-promotion. This is what you call marketing.
See, I don't do that. I just write my books, and then I'm upset nobody has them. Like you, who don't have my books on your shelf.
They're coming at some point.
I think I actually have 2 books by you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was also kidding. I don't expect anyone to buy my books except for my parents.
How long are we doing, by the way, folks? We're going for 20 minutes.
Whatever you want, whatever you're feeling.
Yes, dear. It's very professional, isn't it? Okay, on your marks, get set, sprint. Oh, thank God that's over. How are we all doing?
Good.
That was good fun. I have a special announcement. And we are no longer going to be a trio. We are going to be a quadruple because
Ben made it.
Ben's here.
Hey! Welcome, welcome.
How are you, Ben? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I got my run this morning, so I'm nice and awake.
Well done. Do you want to do like a mini introduction about who you are to those who don't know? I mean, how could they not know?
Ooh, really bright in the shirt, though. Yeah, sure. So I am Ben Pick. I post videos every Monday night at 7 p.m. as Running to Write, where I give questionable writing advice through running metaphors. I'm also author of these two lovely books here. So there's some urban fantasy stories about kids with superpowers, and Richard is awesome.
Of course, his books you have.
I should prepare better because Price War is actually 2 floors above me, so I can pause later and go around and grab it. But I do actually have. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Yay! So that's who I am. Yeah, sorry. There were some issues with time conversion, so I did not get here on time.
It's fine. We're not going to judge you, are we? Though Anne might.
Yeah.
I only judge you, Richard. Nobody else.
As well, you should.
So rude. So
I thought I had expanding cracks, but I can't find it.
Expanding cracks.
That's the second book, Expanding Cracks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it. I just don't know what I did with it.
These covers, by the way, are
They're beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you. That really means a lot. I had nothing to do with them. I just hired people at Meeple Art, but it really means a lot that's, we're not supposed to judge books by their cover, but people definitely do.
Where do you think that saying came from? Because we do judge books by their cover.
We do. If you subscribe to Ben's Ko-fi, you'll get to see the X-rated version of this one.
What?
The one with the packing. The early draft.
Oh, that's right. Because in the early draft, like the monster in the background, he had a bulge where a male body part would be.
Yeah, so they used a model for the person, and there was definitely some underwear there, and I posted about that a while back. But now there's smoking commando. It's supposed to be a smoke monster, so there's not supposed to be any human anatomy there. So they definitely fixed it. But yes, I did post about that in Ko-fi.
That was funny. Yeah. If you subscribe to Ben's Ko-fi, he will send you videos of him swearing, which is always good fun.
Yeah, there are a lot of outtakes and F-bombs that I dropped during my episodes, and
I don't know if you guys remember, I had lost my voice a good month or so. 2 months ago, I lost my voice, and we had done one of our videos for the podcast that we're on, and I messed up something at the end of the podcast video that I was saying, and I couldn't say it, like re-record it because I didn't have a voice. So I reached out to Ben. I was like, Ben, can you re-record this so we have the right information that we're giving to our audience? And he sent me this file that had all these. He would start saying it, like, and he'd start cussing. He's like, man, okay. And he had other curse words in there, but it was so funny listening to it because he doesn't curse on the podcast. So
it was less than a minute of stuff that I needed to say, and out of that, there's like 5 minutes of me just swearing at the camera.
It's like that though.
I was sitting there laughing over it.
Well, I'm glad to help entertain.
The thing, Ben comes across in his videos as all innocent and sweet, but when you watch those videos, that spell is broken.
Mm-hmm.
He's swearing like a sailor.
Has a professional vibe that he gives off on the camera.
I give no such vibe off on the camera. I just sort of carry on as we are.
Fair enough.
So, shall we see how the chat got on that first sprint? We're up to 3,877 words. So, if you haven't logged your words, because I want to beat the first sprint.
You're not going to beat my sprint. You're not.
Listen, you.
Me?
I will go to any means necessary to win this point.
I believe that.
Let me just have a little look. And don't forget to add your words to the spreadsheet.
I gotta add myself to the spreadsheet.
Dude, you can make it all pretty as you like. Richard did take the liberty of changing the stream to pink and blue.
Yeah, to red, white, and blue, because it had to be done.
Obviously.
Let's see where we got up to. We were talking about mackerel, and I said, keep writing, everyone, because we want people to be doing stuff. And I said, stream 2 for the win. We shall see what happens. It's not about the taking part, it's about the winning. Oh, hang on.
Is it?
I just added my words.
Lee is going grocery shopping, apparently. Fun.
Somebody's going to be productive today. I like it.
Fun. Shannon says no to the clickety-clack noise. I did put a poll in saying whether I should unmute my microphone for the next sprint. Because this thing is loud. But I won't do it because I obviously sympathise with Shannon. Maybe I don't. We shall find out. I put a link to my book. I'd buy it. In fact, I've bought many copies of this. I'm probably my own best customer.
Aren't we all, though? I think I have like 6 copies of my paperback lying around, just hanging out.
I have like 15 of my first book.
They look nice on the shelf behind you, though, Shannon.
Say it again?
They look nice on the shelf behind you.
Oh, yeah. They do look nice.
Yeah. Expensive decorations, aren't they? So if anyone has a wrench, you can put your own links in the chat. To
Nobody has a wrench on your channel, Richard.
Who knows?
I believe I might.
You and Morgan, but I feel like that's... Oh, and Shannon. Okay, it's just me being bullied. I get it.
If I find out how to do it, I will add you a link. So if you want a wrench, ask for one, and I will see if that is possible. And I also sent a link to my monthly newsletter, which everyone here apparently loves.
Mm-hmm.
No, I hate it. You said there would be dog pictures and there weren't. I am still salty about this.
Duck pictures or dark pictures?
Dog, he said, he was like, send pictures of you with my book. And I was like, do you want a picture of me or my dog? And so I sent both. And I was like, are there other dog pictures? And he was like, oh,
Yes.
yeah, there'll be dog pictures. And then there weren't any. There was no
I did that
dog in the
too.
newsletter.
Okay, right. You're complaining, so...
For those who don't know, too, I am partially tone deaf, so I don't hear things all the way sometimes.
I will say to you two at the bottom, your dog pictures were lovely. I will be using them in the future.
Good.
So don't worry.
You better.
I also accept cat pictures. So
Ben has some lovely dog videos on his channel. They're timers.
with dog timers with his
Of his
sleepy
puppy.
dog.
Yep. He spends most of his day asleep, so I just sat there with a little camera and recorded him twitching for about half an hour.
Love that.
That is living the life, isn't it? We all want.
Yes.
I know. I work hard so my dog can live this lavish lifestyle.
And become a celebrity with all the videos you do.
Laurel got 702 words.
Wow.
I don't think Laura's on the spreadsheet, though. At least it wasn't when I first checked.
Am I allowed to add it to the spreadsheet?
I feel like Laura should give you permission to do that.
I think it's implied by putting her words in the chat.
You just want those words. You greedy person.
I
I
want
didn't
them.
put her
I want
words on
them.
there. I don't need her words for my stream. We're winning anyway.
But aren't you trying to get 100,000 in this event?
Yeah, but there's 15 streams. We did 20 in the first one. Like,
it'd be easy.
we're well on our way.
Here, do I sound a little better? I think I was going through the wrong audio before.
You sound luscious.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Phoebe got 741. Well done.
Good job.
OMG, that sounds starting. It was just a doorbell, I think, wasn't it? I can't remember. Kelly got 413, 434 from Kiko Arukara, I think that
I think you're
says.
setting yourself up for failure by trying to pronounce everybody's last name. Just do first names and you can.
Okay, I'm just going to go by initials. KK. Oh, careful. Got some breakfast, then wrote 320. Okay, I'm just not going to say anything, then I won't get in any trouble.
We love you, Jess.
Jess is funny, bless her. Randy Harris got 330 onwards and a very research rabbit hole to possibly go down. Listen, if you don't go down a research rabbit hole, what's the point? I mean, my research rabbit hole now is just to use ChatGPT.
Yes.
Oh God, I shouldn't have done that so quickly. I knew I was about to say ChatGPT, so I was like, quick, I've got to get something to drink. Ate waffle crock pot. That was a very productive 20 minutes. Well done. Made coffee. She's not writing yet. Well, there's still possibly 1 or 2 more sprints left in this stream, so who knows? Jessica 393. Should I be totting these up, by the way? Or
No, the spreadsheet does it if everyone's on the spreadsheet.
yeah, excellent. Excellent. Well done. She's said that once before. 142 words. Well done. Journal. Trying to ask my school number today. Good luck with that. Interesting. I don't know what's interesting. Everything's interesting. That is accurate but rude.
I spilled tea right here.
It's like cheating isn't allowed here. It's not a 3-nut stream. And also there's no riddles either. There's no riddles either.
Well, yeah.
Anyone who just has 1 copy of each of their books.
Well, you also have about 1 million books out, Kira. Like, if I had 15 published books, I also wouldn't have the space for like 6 of each of them. So.
All I'm going to say is, if you want a dog picture montage, I need more dog pictures, or pet pictures, or cat pictures.
Well, why don't you say that? I'm sure we can all happily do that.
I was going to say, not only did I get a dog picture, but I got a dog picture of me reading Price War to my dog.
That was very good. He seemed very interested. Carrie's here. Welcome.
I did like a bunch of cool pictures for Richard, and he chose the most boring one to put in the.
And also, I thought you were going to be upset because I managed to crop out all of your book covers from the sides.
I was going to say, you cropped out Martin from mine. Like, I actually put his bit, like, just a tiny bit, and you cropped those out.
It was no massive loss, was
I'm
it?
really upset about that because the picture was for your book.
That's fine.
No.
I will be using all of those pictures at some point in the future. So thank you to you 3 for going above and beyond the assignment. And Mia's here. No, not the bulge talk.
That's exactly why you came here, Kelly. You'll know it.
It's far too early for that in Ben's part of the world to be talking about that sort of thing.
Kelly's also an EST, so.
Who knows anymore? I don't care.
Oh, you mean books, Celeste? You mean these books that I went through a lot of trouble to get? These?
Ooh, they look good.
Celeste made the cover of this herself. This is
nice.
All Celeste.
Shannon, you made your own covers, didn't you, for your first series?
I did. I hired out for the first book, and it was just okay. I wasn't in love with it, but I thought, well, I paid for it, so I'm going to keep it. And then for the next NaNoWriMo that came up, I did a placeholder cover for the second book, and I liked it better than the first book's cover. So then I redid all the covers.
Nice.
You did a really good job with those 3 covers. They're very sort of cohesive, so well done.
Thank you.
What's happening with your new series' covers? Are you going to make them yourself again?
No. I did hire someone, but I don't like it, so I'm trying to debate what I should do.
Can't you talk to your designer? Like, for the first one I loved, the second one I absolutely hate, and I was like, please change everything about this, thank you. And she did, so it was fine.
It's a company that uses like they like use a bunch of designers that are not local, and so I don't know how much. They did say, yeah, please give us what you would like to change, and I said, give me about a week because I was having my surgery on my back, and so I haven't got back with them yet, but we'll see.
I was inspired by Ben's cover artist, that was Me Blart, to do my one, and they did a great job because your covers, Ben, were in that first one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look, you can see where Amazon ruined it by attaching tape to the front of your book. Fucking bastards. I was so inspired by their mistreatment of your book, and Ben, I wrote a whole book about a not Amazon company, so I got my revenge on them in the end.
The amount of promo for yourself you can slide into a single conversation is astounding to me.
If you're not your own biggest fan, what's the point? Emma's here. Hi, Emma. I know you're doing your stream.
Oh, yeah,
stream.
Now, we need to be nice to Emma. We need to be nice to Emma because she is a successful, famous, published author.
Yes, she is.
I think I've left that a bit late, haven't I?
This one right here, 4,000 reviews on it on Amazon. 4,000. Wow. So I'm like, she's popular. She's our celebrity here.
She is so lovely and humble
Yes.
with her IKEA blanket.
Yes.
So we're here for that. So Ben, what are you working on this morning, if anything?
I got some edits to work on. I have a whole bunch of chapters in my third book that I have to-do tasks written with them. So I'm going to try and do that. If not, I might just sit around and record a new episode.
Ooh.
Sneak peek at the episode? Sneak peek at the episode? What are you gonna talk about?
Yeah. It's all about adding romance to other genres, because this is kind of a follow-up to a video I recorded last week, which won't be coming out for like 2 months, but it's kind of based on what Shannon did, because I really like your upcoming novel with how you
Are you after suggestions?
Open for suggestions of topics?
No, for how to add romance to other genres.
I mean, I got everything written here, but sure, toss it out.
You did interrupt him when he was self-promoting my book, by the way.
Yeah.
Hang on. Ben was self-promoting you, but oh, sorry. I'm just going to shut up now. Okay.
I was just saying that I really like the. I was just saying that I really like the way that Shannon blended the fantasy, the epic fantasy elements with the romance in it, because it made it really a part of the story rather than something that was added on, and it was fun to watch the different characters involved and how that romance sort of grew naturally as the story went on.
Yay. Thank you.
So, Curse of Scales and Feathers coming TBD.
Yeah. I'll start the marketing in June, right before the AWC, so look out for that.
Cool.
That'll be good. And that'll be a good video topic, Ben.
Yeah, it'll be about. The video will come out right around when your book is going through the promotion, I guess.
Exciting. Shall we jump into sprint number 2 then, lovely
Yes.
folk? Okay. Geez, you've been very bossy there. Calm down. Oh, we'll go for another.
There's a spreadsheet linked in the YouTube if you want to add your numbers to that.
Sure.
Please
I don't know how much rain I'll be able to do, but I will certainly try.
I'm not doing a whole lot either.
Make up a number. As long as it's a big number, make it up.
Don't make up a number, but you could also spend the entire sprint just, making it nice and aesthetic in your column, changing colors, doing all of those things, so you don't actually get anything done.
Fair enough.
Was that a hint there, and that's what you're going to be doing? Is making the spreadsheet look even nicer.
I think the spreadsheet looks plenty nice already.
I mean, it is gorgeous. It is excellent.
Haha, but
Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Add to stream. Oh my god, it's already started. Right, 3, 2, 1, right.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, don't write. Don't let him tell you what to do.
Richard, you're not muted.
Thank you. Huzzah!
Ew.
How do we all do? Oh, Ben has changed.
Yeah, my shirt was way too bright. But along with it was washed out. It's like a light green shirt. But along with that, I ran upstairs and I grabbed these. So huzzah! Price war.
I'm pretty sure, Ben, that second book, Nightmare Tenant, that had quite a journey over to you, didn't it?
Yes. Didn't both of them though, because they were in the same bundle.
I don't think I sent you a signed copy of Price War because you already bought it. Did I sign it? Anymore.
That might be true. Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
It might be true.
But yeah, they delivered my package to an apartment complex, and when I showed up at the apartment complex, because I assumed what had happened, they said that the package wasn't there, so I had to go back to the post office and create a whole bunch of tickets, and eventually they found out that it was at that apartment complex, and eventually got to me.
The lesson I learned from it is that USPS sucks.
There are a lot of issues with this particular post office, yes. There's actually
things got a lot worse too with COVID, so...
True, but there were some issues with packages being opened and money being taken.
What?
Yeah.
That used to be a thing over here at Christmas, where we like Christmas and birthdays don't send cash in the post in a card because the postman will steal them. But given my previous experience, I'm not going to say anything about postmen now. I'm just going to shut up. But yeah, no, it was nice to send you some book mail, Ben. I'm glad you got it in the end, and I'm glad you've added it to your little stash of books. So well done.
Yay.
It's nice owning people's books. He says not having a copy of Shannon's or Anne's books to hand.
Well, it's okay. You have your favorite, and it's not Shannon and me and we.
It's fine. It's not Martin either. Ooh.
I have his books.
I did actually have a copy of Shannon's first book very briefly. Then I put it on my shelf as like a backdrop for a stream. Then I came into this room with a bowl full of curry, stumbled.
Oh no!
Went like fling, and he got covered in curry. So I will eventually. Listen, my to buy list is like this long. It's so long it doesn't fit in the frame. So.
On June, you can get my next book.
See, exactly. I'll get her next book.
Yeah, that's the issue though. If you have friends and they've published before you became friends, you have to kind of get their backlist. But if you become friends with a whole bunch of authors at the same time, you're like, okay, I have like 50 books to buy. I cannot afford this.
Yeah. I mean, I would recommend everyone's books on this stream, even though I haven't read Shannon's or Anne's. I'm sure they're lovely people, so go and support them.
Thank you.
See, I can do nice, Anne. You're saying, oh, Richard
sometimes
is horrible. Yeah. Okay. How did we get on, folks? So Ben changed his shirt.
I got food.
That looks healthy. I don't approve.
It's a salad. Well, I also had a muffin. So.
Is it a blueberry
what
muffin?
kind of muffin? Blueberry?
No, it's just chocolate.
Oh, chocolate. Well, I like chocolate.
Even better.
Yes.
I approve.
Do you have those double chocolate muffins, Anne, over there?
I mean,
is it just chocolate sponge with chocolate chips in there? It's just brown.
Oh, hold on. I think.
Oh,
I do.
Oh.
Look. But I also still have cake in the fridge. I have too many pastries.
Also, it's a bit dangerous leaving them in arm's reach, isn't it?
I mean, everything's in my arm's reach. This room is tiny.
My pro tip would be to microwave the muffin, cover it in custard.
How can you make something that's already unhealthy even more unhealthy?
I was gonna say.
Even more carbs. You'd have to go for a run after that one, or maybe not immediately after. You have to give it a couple of hours. Yeah.
I only have like 16 hours of stream left to do anyway. I'll go after.
Who cares? I got 387 words done. I'm up to. Have I actually done 2,378 words today? That might actually be accurate. He said.
How would it not be accurate? You put it in the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet gives you the numbers.
What's going straight
You
from
are the
Scrivener?
only one that could mess this up, Richard, not the spreadsheet.
3, 8, 7. I'm also doing the whole tracking thing. Oh,
There we go.
that is accurate. 2, 3, 7, 8. Holy meatballs.
Nice.
Good job, dude. Good job.
Shannon, how did we get on? I mean,
296
you.
words. Yeah.
We're not a couple, so it can't be a we.
296 words.
296. Well done. Is that like a net total after you've done deletions and stuff?
I don't count deletions since I'm more interested in what words I'm actually writing, even if they don't end up being used. I'm still writing them.
I agree.
I kind of struggle to count words while editing because then I'd be like, oh, let me select that half a sentence I've just added. I'm thinking, who cares?
Yeah, no, just whenever I add, I keep the calculator handy. So whenever I add, I just put the number in. And then the next time I put the number in, I just keep adding.
Good stuff. And what did you do, if anything?
She said she ate. Got some food.
I did.
Oh,
That
sorry.
was,
But you didn't ask me yet.
Okay.
that's true.
Wow. You're all going to spend the time calling me out for my terrible memory.
I mean,
I'm right there with you. So
We had some more people come into the chat.
how did you do, Ben? Did you say?
Oh yeah. Oh, Ben didn't.
I recorded, so I'm trying to not. I'm trying to. I'm making use of my Saturday, so I'm recording.
How many squares did you get in?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Takes me a while to get into a cycle, and then yeah.
Yeah, I think it takes up everything because I was trying to record like a short book promotion video, which I don't like doing at the best of times, and it took a few tries to kind of get that going. So I need to do it again because I bought a thing for my camera, one of these mount things.
oh,
Still haven't used yet. So for my phone, because my phone is a much better camera than this camera. This camera is like an antique at this point, but
like you.
good stuff, you know.
Spicy.
Got to try and sell books any way I can, really.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
made a
got
load of
about
people
half a page, I
moderators. Yeah.
Hey, can I go ahead
15
and?
pages, half a page, not
Oh,
too bad.
yes, go and do your thing, Shannon, that you were going to go and do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and join Emma for the last little bit here before we head over to Andy's channel. So thank you everybody for coming. Thank you so much for inviting me on, Richard and Anne and Sophie and
Ben.
Celeste. I want to say Chloe, but I knew it started with a C.
Oh.
And Celeste Joan for putting this together. I will still be here participating all throughout the rest of the day and tomorrow. And I have a stream with the 30-hour Writeathon tomorrow morning. So I will see everybody.
Huzzah!
So thank you so much for having me.
Take care.
Bye.
And then
Now
there were
we-
3 again.
Now there were 3.
Adrian turned up. Now, Adrian has a book
Jeez.
out tomorrow, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So exciting.
His debut novel launches tomorrow. That's exciting. And he even put the link there, so you should definitely consider buying that.
After you buy all of our books, obviously.
Sorry?
I said after everyone buys our books.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, not be funny. You got to buy this first before I buy your book. So, you know, actually, I'm saying that Adrian has bought this book, so we're going to let him off.
Oh.
He did a book trailer, which is very exciting. I'm going to be doing a book trailer soon. Well, not obviously myself, but I've recorded the voiceover for one with an actor friend. Did that last weekend. I just need to kind of find some time to learn how to audio edit.
Is your acting friend Jeff Bezos?
He is bald, which is kind of partly Jeff Bezos. Now, sadly, he wasn't available. I did tweet Elon Musk, but he didn't get back to me either. Probably because I didn't pay $8 for a blue tick.
Well, those are the supervillain stand-ins for your story. I mean,
and I couldn't ask Steve Jobs because he's kind of dead.
Kind of. Is that
Okay,
a
what do you
conspiracy
do?
theory? He's not really dead?
I'm trying to think of any more billionaire supervillains we could have asked. Does Bill Gates count as a supervillain anymore?
No.
Depends on where you are and how much you believe. I'm not even going in there.
No. Let's not go down that particular.
Microchips and all that fun stuff.
I mean, I have to say, since I got that, my phone reception hasn't been better. Esther came in. Hello. She may or may not still be here. Who knows?
Probably not. This was like 18 hours ago. You are very slow to go through comments.
It feels like it was 18 hours ago. Agent's talking about his book.
Nice.
I believe there's a launch live stream tomorrow, which I believe Ben has possibly been roped into.
I am. I'll be there.
Are you going to be there for the full 3 hours?
I am not.
That should be good fun. He said, "Oh, he hopes I enjoy it." And I've said he's got to work for every single star, because that's how we roll around here. I also promote my timers. So if you want to use my lovely, very self-promo-y timer, you can do that.
We can almost match.
Hang on. Just make it complete. Hold it up again, Ben.
I deserve that.
There we go.
That's fine.
Richard.
That's fine. Oh, well. Anne knows my meanness is meant with love.
Yeah, you did make the entire intro, so.
Yeah, I did. No words. That's when we did get a bagel and stretched a bit. I thought she said she stretched the bagel a bit. I'm like, bagels aren't stretched.
No, Kelly and I do stretches sometimes together, and it's always very fun because one of us is always like, "This hurts."
That tempura prawns for breakfast. That is interesting. Beautiful books. The alert startled this person whose name I butchered once and won't do it again.
Keiko?
Pasty!
Cookie King.
Hi, how are you?
He's here. And I'm in charge today, so yeah.
Are you gonna bully him? No.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
He's a baby. It's a bit bullying, isn't it?
Nia's making a Loki short.
Who's making a Loki short?
Nia. Fiction and fiction.
Ooh.
I'm assuming it's her dog Loki, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the God thing. Yeah.
Probably not.
Thing.
She's probably not hanging out with what's his name?
Oh no, Felicia's at the tyre shop.
Yeah, there we go.
I just want to point out she spelled tyre wrong. It's spelled with a Y, not an I. But we'll let it off.
And how you spell favorite?
With a U.
I do that too, though. You outnumbered here, Ben.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pastry.
We gotta get Shannon back to help support the US.
Yeah. Most folks will be in and out, coming and going. A bit personal, isn't it? Saying people are going to be coming and going.
You need to go away. That's what you need to do.
He's got the day off work, so he'll be streaming as long as there's an audience. That's the spirit, Adrian. Don't give up.
When does it start? Noon? Eastern time?
I have no idea, to be quite honest.
Adrian, when does it start?
I think it's 4:30 p.m. UK time, so 5:30 p.m. in Crazy Anne's time.
Rude. That should be
Richard,
11:30 EST AM.
Richard, is your EST conversion right this time?
Who knows?
Richard 100% told me to be here at 11 a.m. And then 10 a.m.
To
he's
be
like,
honest,
oops, it's starting now.
You said it starts at 11 and I didn't have time to check, to be quite frank. I mean, I do have your city on a world clock on my phone, Ben. But it's right at the bottom of the list, so did me a fat lot of good. So.
Also, you could have
enough.
checked out any of our posts about this write-a-thon, Ben, because we do convert to EST. So you would have seen it there.
Yeah, but that would
You
have
didn't
taken
convert
effort
to
and
EST.
time.
See how we're doing on the league table of things. We're up to 7. Oh, we're not going to beat Sprint 1, so
Nobody's surprised at this.
So, Anne, tell us about what you're working on at the moment.
So I've been really struggling because the project I was working on is like really heavily associated with grief, and one of my relatives just died, so I was like, let's not do this. So I swapped to a
Did you
different
say
one.
beef?
What?
Did you say it's associated with beef?
I said grief.
Grief.
You know,
Oh.
people dying. So I was like, that's not
Oh,
the
that's
vibe. So I
different.
swapped to a different one, and that one is kind of it's related to the Christmas Carol, where there's like a ghost of the past, present, and future. But for me, it's a love interest of the past, present, and future, because frankly, I'm sick of the one true love trope. So that's the thing, and just to be the stereotype that my main character is the chosen one, and there is a prophecy, and she is cursed, and all of those things. Only the three love interests can change her way of life. Like nobody else can influence what's happening to her. Basically, only those three. And then that something obviously happens, so they all have to bind together to go on a quest and find something and fix it. Otherwise, she dies. So stakes are high.
Well done.
Thank you.
I think you should write a story about beef, though.
If I ever run out of ideas, I'll come to you. I mean,
Thank you. I may have written it by then.
and it would be okay. I want you to write it if you feel
Yeah.
inclined to do that.
Yeah, no, that's good because I need to get on with your first series at some point. It's on my very long TBR, and my reading this year has been pretty shambolic. So what can I say?
It's okay.
I will get to it eventually because I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
What? Oh.
I said I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
No. I was gonna call you old again, but then I decided against it and just didn't say
I
anything.
mean, Ben is technically older than me. Well, not technically, he is older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cheese, you get finer with age.
Mm.
On that note, should we do our third and final sprint?
Sure.
To get out of this social hole that I've dug myself into.
You're good.
Yeah, I know. We're just here to have fun, aren't we?
Yeah. As much
It's
fun
going to be
as we can have in your company.
15-minute sprint.
15 minutes. Ooh, okay.
Because we're supposed to finish at the top of the hour, otherwise Anne is going to slap me.
Yeah, it's good if there would be like a couple of minutes of time off, but
yeah, we'll do this, then we will say goodbye to our amazing audience who have turned out for us. Who I've totally lost track of, by the way.
Richard loves and appreciates all of you, I'm sure.
We're getting off to computers. Right, let's go and get some shizzle done, all right? So 3,
Do you think we can get to 10K? 2,000 words for all of us together?
Let's do it. Let's get 2,000 words between everyone. That's all of us on. Hang on. It's not just us three, is it? It's everyone on the stream as well.
Everyone on the stream.
Sweet.
Let's do it, folks. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That is us all done.
There we go.
Oh, how are we all feeling after that brief one? Anne wants to go to sleep. Ben is good.
How are you?
That wasn't a particularly productive one because obviously my cat came in and I did show him off to the camera, if anyone caught that.
Such a cutie.
He is a cute one, but he's also a total bastard.
As all cats are.
Obviously.
Sounds. I was going to say, sounds like a cat.
Yeah, it cracks up because they will ignore me all day, and then as soon as I go on the stream, like outside, and I open the door, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm going then, bye." And then they'll be like, "Oh, feed me! I haven't eaten since 5 seconds ago. I'm acting like I'm starving." I'm like, yeah, right. Classic cats, really. What can I say? That was good. I only got 250 words, and I'm kind of thinking out of a little bit of steam now, but I think I'll get a little bit done. I'll probably take a little bit of a break because I'm out for dinner tonight. Then maybe get some late night words in to get my 3,000.
Is that your goal, 3,000 for the day?
Yes, I've done about 2,000. Let me have a little look.
632.
Oh, I haven't. Oh. Yeah, so I haven't added up my spreadsheet yet. 2,632. 2632. He typed loudly. That was good. How did you get on, Ben?
I finished the first page of recording, so that's a plus.
Huzzah!
Got just about 2.25 more to go.
That's not too
So
bad.
I'll finish those after this is off.
Today?
Going to take me about an hour, I think.
That's not too bad. It's pretty efficient.
Yeah, an hour and a half for recording. I don't know. I wish I were faster, better.
That's fine. Well,
spoke with better diction. Didn't slur so much.
Well,
trip over my words.
That's the thing I found when I'm reading out to cameras. I bloody hate it. So I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You also always have to get back into it, right? Like every time you take a break, it's like the first couple of paragraphs you're like really stumbling, and then it's better once you're in it.
Ben, do you film your videos, or you just do like one every session, then come back to it?
Usually one every session. I'm pretty drained after going for an hour and a half. I used to do 2 at the time on a weekend, and I would just be completely wiped. So,
yeah, no. I think once it becomes like work, it becomes less fun. I feel like with the writing, as long as it's still fun, I do it. But if it becomes like work, it's been a bit of a drag. I'm still kind of sucking at the whole writing during the work week thing, trying to improve that.
It's hard.
It's tough, yeah. Especially when I don't get up early enough to do it in the morning. The trouble is, to do it in the morning, I have to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, then immediately be like, right, 6 o'clock, get up, 6:15, laptop open, and then carry on with whatever it is I want to do. I'm like, no, I'd rather just kind of laze in bed for a little bit more.
I was going to say, I find it varies considerably.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it'll get done. It'll get done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when I see these big, long gaps in my spreadsheet where I've not done anything, I'm like,
yeah.
Well, that's okay. You have other stuff going on, but writing.
I do, unfortunately. I can't give up the day job just yet.
I have to sell a couple more copies for that, huh?
So if you want to help me give up my day job, you need to buy this.
Or the other one.
And don't just buy one, buy them in bulk, buy them in volume, like 10 or more.
Oh, should they message you like, okay, Richard, I'd like 100, can you give me a discount?
I probably could actually if you wanted to buy a case, because I think it's 20 in a case in Ingram Spark. Oh, Ben, did you see Ingram Spark? They're getting rid of book setup fees.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice because, I mean, technically, most of their services do the same thing. Like, it makes sense to publish them at cost, but it's not really an expense to upload, to a site.
It's an excuse to do a bit of this, isn't it?
There is some for server maintenance, so I can understand that being like a legacy thing where you had to pay for space and this, that, and the other.
But they take a cut out of the sales of the books anyway.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like they're taking 2 bites out of the cherry there. I was quite pleased because when I uploaded this to Ingram Spark, I got a coupon code in February, so I didn't pay them. So that was good. I think they're saying you get 60 days of revisions before you have to pay $25 or pounds. I think it's dollars. Yeah, so that's quite good.
Well, the good thing is I never actually had to pay for revisions, which is kind of weird. I just made revisions. I would upload a new version. It might be that I fell within the 30, 60 day and I haven't changed anything since, but I thought I changed the first book like 4 months later and they never charged me for revision. So maybe if you pay that initial fee, they waive the revision.
Have you ever paid $25 to revise it?
No, I haven't.
Well done. Well done.
But I have paid the $50 for the initial setup and everything. So I did that for both.
Don't think you're going to get that back then, unfortunately. You may have to write that one off. That's fine. But it's good news for authors because I was already a little bit underwhelmed with Ingram's book. So maybe I'll be less unhappy next time. I don't know. I'll see what happens when I release book 2. To find out more about book 2, you need to subscribe to my newsletter. Oh, no, that's not the sign. Oh, I can't find the sign now. Who cares? It's in the link.
I care.
That's fine. Good. Well done. And how did you get on in that last brief sprint?
It was a brief sprint. It's fine. I'm almost to the midpoint, and I'm really excited for the midpoint, but there's also just a lot of shuffling around because then this really uncomfortable place where they're not making progress, so I can't really make progress. Because I need them to feel like they're really hopeless. Like everything's going to shit. But I don't really like writing it that much.
How do you feel like jumping around to a later point in the book? And
Absolutely not. No.
Because that's kind of what I've been doing with this one. I've been kind of writing one POV, then I've got another 3 to do. And I can kind of, because my outline is fairly solid yet malleable. It doesn't really make sense. I know what needs to happen in each kind of chapter. Saying that, as I was saying to Ben privately earlier, I had to basically re-outline my whole Act 5 in 2 days because I'd planned this book like last year and I was sort of re-picking it up. And yeah, I was realising that this final act is not going to happen by the way I've been writing it since I picked it up. So let's just change that. So that was good fun. But you know what? I think this is the thing with an outline. You know, it should be a working document that you can adapt on the fly to a degree.
Oh yeah, for both this project and the other one I was working on, I was like to the Act 2. I started Act 2, and then I was like, oh, someone has to die, and so for both of them, I was like, oh, let's kill this main character. So
yeah. I think this is the thing. An outline can be an outline, but once you actually start writing, the story kind of happens organically, doesn't it? And then you have to kind of be ready to account for that and change your plan. So it's fine to do that. But yeah, but I'm still kind of excited about this new cliffhanger for my Price War 2. If you want to know what the title is, you have to either buy the book or subscribe to my newsletter to find that out.
The amount of promotion you can get in,
Listen.
Hey, I don't knock it. He is a great publicist for anyone. So
just not myself.
Well, for yourself too, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if I showed you my KDP dashboard, Ben, you'll see that is a total lie. Well, it's not all about sales, son. It's all about getting
the name Richard Holiday out there.
No. Yeah, buy it, please. This is fun. So, as we're coming to the end of our allotted time, as much as I would love to hang out with at least one of you for a lot longer.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, it's been great fun.
Oh, no.
I will let you, lovely people. I will let you do your outro. So, I'll do ladies first, if I may.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Anne. I made this write-a-thon with Celeste, so you'll see my face again and again and again, and then also again and again. But I also have books, which I'm less good at promoting than Richard is. This is a completed trilogy. It's why dystopian. And you can usually find me Mondays at 9 a.m. EST, 3 p.m. CT, hanging out with Violet and Michael on one of our respective channels. And we usually play games there, so that's fun. Oh, shit, I also have a book club. We have a discussion next Friday. Yeah.
That's good fun. Good fun. I'm not going to go into the chat. I'm just going to say to everyone, thank you. Well done for everyone who got words in. And make sure you log them on the spreadsheet. We got up to 11,492 words.
Good job. I didn't think we'd get there. But well done, everybody.
Congrats.
There goes your negativity there. No, we did
it's
well.
It's healthy, like realism. I'm not being a pessimist. I'm being optimistic.
you did manage the expectations. Speaking of managing expectations, it's Ben's turn to talk about himself.
Hey, Ben Pick here. I also do Running to Write, which is a YouTube channel every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where I give questionable writing advice through running metaphors. In addition to that, I'm also on Shannon, who was on earlier, and Morgan Lee, who just popped up in the chat. We do a podcast on Shannon's channel called the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks, where we interview branching out to expand on... Did I mess up?
No, I messed up. I was going to kind of minimize you so we could see Anne eating, but ended up kicking you from the stream very briefly.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not eating on stream.
It's fine.
That's fine.
It's lunchtime right now. You got perfect timing.
Actually, it's 6
on
p.m. It's dinner time.
I know, but you're fine. Even better, dinner time. Anyways,
it's lunchtime for Ben. It's nearly dinner for me. It was fun to hang out with everyone. So I hope the 30-hour worldwide storytellers.
No, stop it! We are not associated with them. Not, I love you, Jess, but no association.
And you're saying you're not associated with Jess?
No, I'm saying there's no association between the 30-hour Writeathon and the Storytellers Hearth, or previously known as Writeathon, because we are two very different events. But I love Jess, nevertheless.
Thank you, Celeste. And thank you to you, whose name I keep mixing up. I'm really glad that you had fun and got lots of words written. Vixen is describing me and me alone there is wonderful. Have a great day, everyone.
Like 20 seconds.
And your face was great. Okay, right. Bye.
Bye.